been quite a long time. Episode 2 has been delayed. Man, 40 fucking years.
That wasn't my fault, though.
It was your fault because if we would have just kept the original one, we would have been on it and we'd have been
Because
fine.
Episode 2, Part 1 was definitely a shit show.
It was perfectly fine. And anyone that was there to actually witness that shit would know that it was fine.
No, because I feel like that was just my personal life on display, and it really shouldn't have been that way. But I guess
it was fine, man. We had it. Okay. So look, guys, we're in here. We finally get to discuss some shit.
Finally.
What's today's date? It is
the 14th? The 15th.
It's the 15th of April. And a lot of shit has gone down in like the entire month of April.
Not
even in March. In March.
March was very eventful.
All right, so let's. What do we start with?
I guess we can start with the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock. So, I mean, personally, what's your take on that?
Okay, so it's been so long. I don't know how long has it been? Like since
so then. Yesterday I saw a tweet that said Chris Rock was spotted after 2 weeks by getting slapped. So I guess it's 2 to 3 weeks. I guess we 2 to 3
So
weeks.
check this out. So the situation happened. Chris Rock was telling some jokes. We all know the story, right?
Right.
Chris Rock was telling jokes.
Uh-huh.
And it was a G.I. Jane joke,
right.
Which is a character who had a bald head.
Okay.
Just like Jada.
Okay.
And Will got angry and got up there and slapped the shit out of him.
Because I don't even think he was angry.
He wasn't angry.
At first he was laughing, so I think that's the problem I had with it. At first it was funny, and then Jada gave you this look of like, bitch, I ain't fucking with that shit.
And I always wish that you can see like the mood change. They didn't capture that mood change from Will laughing to going up there and slapping the shit out of him. Now, if we would have saw that would have been a completely different fucking story, but we didn't see that shit. But he was laughing at his joke, like, and a lot of people said, oh, he was just playing it off or some shit. Like, nah, I think he genuinely thought that was a laughable joke.
My whole problem with the whole situation is how are we supposed to know that she has alopecia? What makes her any different from anybody else that she has their head?
Literally anything at all, really, except for like, I don't know, like cancer or some shit. But people like, it was a joke. I mean, come on.
But we all know that this is what Chris Rock does. So why is it an issue now that your wife was a butt of a joke? You didn't approach anybody else that approached your wife or made a joke about your situation or anything y'all had going on. So why is it a problem now that Chris Rock does
you know
it?
what's the crazy part about it is because Will Smith decided to finally step up and do something when it was Chris Rock, but August Alsina or literally anyone else. Literally anyone else.
He would never.
He chose not to act at all, which is really fucking hilarious.
He would never.
Really hilarious. So, I mean, what do you think?
About what?
Like him was it justified?
It wasn't.
He was overreacting.
I feel like it was not justified because you ain't slapped August Alsina. You ain't slapped nobody else.
Nobody else.
You ain't say shit to nobody for 2 years. Now this man makes a joke that, oh, your wife has a shaved head. Now, oh, I'm gonna just start slapping bitches.
I'm just angry at the world.
Right? Like keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Like, sir, it's not that serious. It's not that deep.
Nowhere near that fucking serious.
So I guess at that point, is that something we as society need to take out with Jada or with Will? Because if you think about it, she's the root of the whole issue because...
No, this is all Will's fault. This is all Will's fault. If Jada did not send him up there, this is all Will's fault. Because even it depends on what kind of man you are at the same time. Because any man, well, not any man, but a lot of people instantly jump, the moment that significant other feels some type of way. Jump, right? But another guy say, you know what? Look at the environment that I'm in. Look at where I'm at. Like at a wedding, right? What if you was at a wedding and you didn't like what somebody said about you across the room? Are you going to get up during the fucking wedding and go over there and beat the shit out of somebody during the wedding? Really?
See, all right, this is
or are you going to at least wait?
This is what I feel as though. I feel like in Will's situation, I feel like he was a whole topic, a whole laughing stock for 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yep.
And he did nothing. He didn't retaliate. He didn't think. He didn't say anything. He didn't respond. So when it came down to Chris Rock, it was his moment to really be like, all right, bitch, I had enough. But again, I feel as though if Jada didn't give him like that specific look she gave him before, he got up, it wouldn't have happened that way.
But what is a look? What is a look?
I mean, all right, if we out and you my nigga and somebody say something to me and I don't like it, I'm gonna give you this look like, bitch, you wanna do something? Or
okay, all right.
You gonna let this bitch play with me? Like, right. What's up?
But at the same time, I feel like if you aren't, okay, I get it.
So I feel like Chris Rock was a bigger man than Will Smith because
he didn't
respond. Because I would have been like, hold up. I promise you. I would have been like, hold up,
you would not make it back to your seat.
Sir, cut the fucking cameras. You can catch me outside. We can... Bitch, let's go.
I promise you wouldn't have made it back to your seat.
So, I mean, it just depends really on the person. But I really feel as though... I think this all comes from Jada. Because if you think about it...
She is the most toxic female on this planet, I swear.
It's the Virgo.
We ain't starting the horoscope stuff, all right?
But no, okay, so my whole thing with it was somebody released a clip of like her round table, what the fuck is it? The red table?
Red table, something. It's ironic because the table.
And Irish is red too. But no, so they released this clip where Will was saying like he took 3 years to plan like her 40th birthday party. It was gonna be grand.
I saw that.
And she was like, no, because that's just your ego. And I feel like him accepting that just shows how their relationship dynamic is. Like, she really puts him in a negative mindset, and that really bothers me because I feel like as a black man, you should be empowered and feel wanted and valued in your relationship. And I feel as though that's not how she makes him feel. She makes him feel so small.
Diminished. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think that's a problem.
Yeah. I don't understand why her mind is like that. I never understood because I mean, I think Will Smith is a good guy. I think he chooses to do right. I don't think he's, a nigga off the street. It's Will. I mean, I can't say it's Will Smith, but I believe Will Smith is a great guy. He genuinely cares about his family and his wife. But continuously be shot down like that. I mean, she embarrassed this man. I felt multiple times on multiple occasions. Bad. And he just had to sit there and take it.
And that's the problem, is that we expect him to sit there and take it, which is why I kind of look at the whole Chris Rock situation a little differently, because look at all the shit that he is taking behind closed doors. The shit that we do see released, we be like, okay, that's a problem. But what about the shit that we don't know that they go through, or that we don't know what she says or what she does to him? That really does play a role in how somebody can react to something so small. So I feel as though it had nothing personally to do with Chris Rock nor the joke. I think it had everything to do with his position with Jada.
Okay, so that's fair. I don't know. I mean, are they even together, or are they just...
Apparently they're in an open relation or open marriage. It's not a relationship, it's a marriage.
Open marriage.
It's an open marriage.
I couldn't do it, man. I can't fight. I'm not going to fight for you.
But see,
I'm not going to fight for you just for you to go home to somebody else's bed.
But see, we had this conversation when it's an open relationship. Versus polyamorous. But I feel as though with their situation, I feel as though it's way too toxic for them to be in an open marriage. I feel like they should definitely be in a closed marriage.
All their kids are grown enough, right? Like Jaden and Willow is...
But they also have a third kid that no one really knows about.
They have a third kid?
Yes, you did not see the family picture?
No, I
There's
didn't.
3 of them, but no one knows who the second one is. The third one is, or the first one, I think he's the first kid, because he's not famous. So it's
what?
Like, they have a third child.
Really?
They do. I just don't know the name.
I did not learn of this. I might have to look that one up.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Somebody told me his name, and I was just like, who the fuck is that?
I might have to look that one up. But, third child, let's see.
Let's see. What was it? Oh, so we were asked a question. What's the difference between soft guys and basically sweet men? I don't want to say guys, but men. We'll put in the category of men.
So, the difference between soft and sweet?
I guess what's the difference? And like, if you're automatically sweet, does that make you soft?
Okay, how would you use the word sweet in a sentence?
Like you buy a girl flowers, or you're always treating her really nice. Like, you're really sweet.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. That's not soft to me.
You're being sweet.
Yeah, you're being sweet.
Right.
You're being generous.
Right, you're being so that's an action. You're being sweet.
I guess.
Now, if you're soft,
If you're soft, that's different.
If you're soft, is like you have no sort of
backbone,
no sort of aggression.
I wouldn't say aggressive.
Any sort of assertiveness.
You don't do well with confrontation.
You're a passive person.
Yeah, you're very passive.
Soft. You know, like that's what you are. You're soft. Someone cuts you in the line. What's your response? It's okay, man. I don't got nothing to do. You're right. I don't got nothing to do today anyway. You know, like I would consider that soft.
Pretty much that is.
Being sweet is like that's specifically towards your significant other.
Or females in general.
Like, oh, that's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
You know, but like saying you're soft, it's almost like
you bitch made.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I've met some soft men, and I've also met some sweet men.
So what would you define the difference as?
All right, so you call him Wandissimo. he was stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw this guy, now you have not seen him. No one in here knows what the fuck he looks like, but I swear to God, if you saw him, I don't even know how to spell the name. If y'all remember Fairly Odd Parents, the character Wandissimo, this guy looks smack like Wandissimo, and it's so fucking hilarious. The moment I saw him, I was like, dude, you know what you look like? You look like Wandissimo. Oh, that's how you spell it. It's a J. It's Jua. Okay, but Wandissimo, he's a softie. That's what you're saying?
Yes, he was soft, but he was also really sweet. But stop, because literally, I felt like if we were out in public and something was to happen, I would have to call reinforcement, like
because he just don't got it.
Yeah, I would literally have to be like,
he just don't got it.
He would. All right. So if I was to be like, yo, me and my girl's out, this nigga's playing with me, like, come handle this. Like, this nigga keep putting his hands on me. I would have to call my brother. I can't be like,
even if he's sitting right next to you,
I'm calling my brother.
You can't even do it.
I'm calling my brother.
That's a problem.
I'm calling my brother.
That's a problem
because he just didn't give off that vibe. Like he doesn't do well with confrontation, and I can tell that just by how me and him interacted with each other.
See, my thing is, I feel like that's a safety net because it's like you should be hanging around, not. I'm not gonna say you should be
a thug.
I'm not saying that, but at least if you're, because in society, how it's supposed to be, the male is supposed to be the protector. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. No matter how you decide to spin it, no matter how culture decides to have it be, the male is supposed to protect the female.
Okay.
Right. So if you're going out to a club, walking down the street or whatever, and something pops off, you're looking at the man, right? And if that man is literally like, well, what are you looking at me for? That's a problem. No matter how you want to fucking cut it, that's a problem.
I also feel like I need someone that's going to put me in my place. I have a smart ass mouth. I have a big ass attitude.
We fucking know. We fucking know.
It's so he would say shit like, "Stop playing with me." What you want to do?
Nothing.
Right? Like, what am I supposed to like? What does that do for me? Because now I feel like I'm the nigga.
Don't do it again.
Right? Like you don't play with me. So I feel like there's a big difference between sweet and soft. I also feel like character plays a big role. But there's nothing wrong with soft men.
There's nothing wrong with being soft, but I feel like when your softness is literally your makeup, like that's all that you got, it's not good.
I mean...
It's not good. Like me, I feel like in a relationship, normally...
Okay.
When I go about the world, I'm in a passive state until I get aggravated.
No.
That's how I am. I go out, right? And keep in mind, it's very easy to take me off once I'm out there. Once I step outside, it's real easy to get me there.
Okay.
Right?
It's easy.
So I'm very passive because it's just like, look, I'm doing me. I'm cool right now. But when somebody does something, it's like, now you piss me off. Like, see, I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, what the fuck are you doing, son?
I feel like I'm really the opposite. Like, I start off aggressive, so you know how to approach me. Because if you approach me, you already know my attitude is on 10. So you have to think about how you come at me because, yo, do I really want to see what the fuck she got under that? And that's what I think I fuck up at. But I feel as though people that are very passive and they're known to be passive, That's why they continue to be fucked with, because you're very fucking passive. You allow people to walk over you.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And you're not gonna walk over me. I might be short, but
she might be 5. How tall?
5'1". Why is not height always mentioned?
Because she claims that she can't get on roller coasters.
I can't.
And I don't know where she's getting that from.
I can't get on roller coasters. Normally, a bitch gets ID'd when I'm with somebody that look old as fuck.
You're 5'1"?
Yes. On my license, it says I'm 5'2" because I was 5'1.5". But they told me they don't do halves, so I had to do 5'1". Because if I put 5'5", they would say I was lying.
I don't know. I feel like you're more than tall enough to get on a roller coaster, but hey.
Just like I feel like I'm more than old enough to get a drink without somebody carting me when I'm with my mom.
Age is something, but how you look is something completely different. Because trust me, nowadays, girls... Whew.
But see, I only get
being at Walmart, listen.
I get carded when I'm with like adults, like when I'm with like my mother, my aunts, my uncles.
Because you look the youngest.
I get carded. They be like, "Bitch, can I see your ID?" I be like,
because girls nowadays, young ass girls, look grown as fuck.
Definitely,
they have no, and I feel like it goes into parenting at the same time. I feel like parents don't regulate what their children should be properly wearing at specific ages.
But is that really all right,
my niece is 13 years old.
Okay.
You know those leggings that got those little rivets in them that scrunch up in the butt cheeks and shit? Okay. She's trying to wear those outside the house to school. I said, oh no, fuck no.
What's wrong with that?
No,
all right, pause.
No.
I feel like this is also a thing. You
know why people wear that shit.
Hold up. Okay, so I also feel like this is a thing where we sexualize a lot of women. So that's why you have an issue with that, because the way we look at women and what they wear. I feel as though what I wear should not define me or anything like that. Prime example, I was out with some friends last weekend. I'm walking past a guy. I had on a skirt. I had on a skirt. Ass kind of look a little fat. Okay, cool. Keep walking. I say excuse me because he's in my way. I go to move past him. This nigga grabs my ass. Just because I'm wearing something that might be revealing does not mean you can touch me.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
My point
but people say I'll open that door when you wear a skirt or you wear something revealing.
Not necessarily.
Bitch, no, I don't.
Not necessarily. But there are guys out there who will risk it all to do that. Now, if you would have pulled out a fucking Glock and blew his brains out.
In the club, though.
That's what I'm saying. But if you would have did that shit, it would have been a problem.
So you got bail money.
Me? Not me. You were there. You were there with your friends. So
wow. So we're not friends. That's
I mean, we are, but
that's great.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have did that and you would pull out a Glock and blew his brains out, that it would have been his fault. But
we sexualize women. That's the problem. That's why you have an issue with her wearing the leggings that got the little scrunch in the booty.
But why is that? Why is there a scrunch in the booty? Specifically to make your ass look fat, right? To make it look better. They're literally leggings that have those shading right around the cup of your butt cheeks. Like right where the cuff is. So it makes it look like it's a lot bigger than what it is. Yep. Okay.
So she wants to wear leggings. It doesn't matter what kind of leggings. They're just leggings.
Nah, see, with a PhD in astrology earned, like 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
And I doubled back for another major for a PhD in astrophysics. And, you pick up on a few things. So we know what these things are for. And I say the same shit about clear clothing. Because girls love to wear that shit and they act like...
What are you talking about, clear clothing? You talking about the see-through shit?
Anything see-through.
Okay.
Anything see-through at all. Okay. Y'all think it's okay to wear see-through pants and just black panties under it.
All right,
see-through shirt.
I have a
with just your titties just sitting out or the tiniest little nipple pieces. Y'all think that's okay. Y'all think y'all got clothes on.
But see, this is
y'all don't have no fucking clothes on. Y'all don't got no goddamn clothes on. Even girls at the beach or at the pool, when y'all wear them cover-ups, y'all be butt-ass naked under them cover-ups. Y'all got your little skinny-ass bikinis on, but with that cover-up, that's all you got. And y'all think that's clothes. Well, I guess it's a cover-up, so it works, but it's not clothes.
Okay,
that
so
shit isn't clothes.
the see-through pants and the black underwear, is it like the cheeky shit or is it the thong? Which one? We gotta clarify which one we talking about.
Regardless, it doesn't matter.
I have an
both.
issue.
One is worse than the other, but they're both in the same fucking category.
I have an issue with the thong. I don't want to see your ass cheeks. Same shit I be saying about Lizzo. Like, I don't want to see your ass, baby.
Well,
I get it. I get it. You're a full figure woman and you want to be represented. I get it. Mm-hmm. But at some point we gotta draw the line, bitch. I don't want to see your ass.
At some point we gotta draw the line.
I'm saying that with like anybody, because I felt the same way with Rihanna when she was showing off her baby bump and she had on like the see-through pants. and she had on, what, I think underwear with it. I was like, bitch, you could put on shorts.
Yeah.
I just felt like it just wasn't.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of women just think they're the most beautiful creatures on the planet when they have babies. I mean, like,
But
when
they
they're pregnant. Nah.
But I feel as though
Some of y'all look like tanks. Let's be real for a second. And this is not a shot at, because I know how sensitive the world is. Some of y'all look like tanks. Y'all look like pimples. It's not okay. I understand you're pregnant. Okay, fucking cool. But y'all look disgusting under there with that shit.
Wow.
Some of y'all. I mean.
Wow.
Being
pregnant is a beautiful thing, though.
Okay.
So if your wife was pregnant, you would tell her she look ugly?
If she looks ugly, I'm gonna tell her. I mean, I'm not gonna tell her straight up like you look ugly. But I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here. Cool. I'm not gonna sit up here in front like if your stomach just looks disgusting. I'm not gonna say your stomach is so beautiful. I love everything about it. No.
You should.
I know it's ugly.
You should embrace it though.
Just like when babies come out, every girl in the world, swear to God, babies are so fucking cute.
Some babies are
Them
cute.
shits are fucking ugly. Disgusting.
Hey yo, some babies are cute.
They slide right out and look disgusting. I mean, their skin pigment doesn't even come in yet.
Depending on the baby.
They're all disgusting. Got cream all over them.
Not cream.
Eyes ain't even open.
Hey, Dylan, shut the fuck
so
up.
fucking disgusting.
All right, next topic. Next fucking topic. Because what the fuck?
It's a cringe.
You're definitely going to get bashed
man,
for
it
this
is
shit.
cringe to me. It really is cringe to me.
Okay, that was interesting.
But yeah, see-through clothing or not clothes. Little girls should not be wearing just skimpy shit.
But see,
shit.
all right,
yeah.
so don't you know that you can tell how a person is going to be and how they would raise kids prior to you having kids with them. So does that really fall? Yes. Yes. Every woman displays her traits prior to
Everyone
being pregnant.
does, but it's something about having the baby that will either completely 180 or just stare its course.
But that's the thing.
Parents come from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So somebody who could be super strict before they have kids can really be loose when they have a kid.
So this is my thing though. That just plays a part in how you were raised. So can you change a hoe into a housewife?
It's possible. It's not like it can't be done. It's not like it can't be done. It's something that could definitely be done, but it's if you have the strength and the patience to do it. Me, I don't think I could do it.
So that's what I'm saying. So like when it comes to like you saying like, oh, it comes down to parenting. So you should have known how this woman was going to raise her kid and how she was going to allow them to dress because of how they are. I feel like certain people display like this thing. I have a friend. She has a kid, and the way she dresses her kid, I'm like, that's a little you. That's literally how you fucking dress.
Yeah, a lot of women are like that.
As a 20-something-year-old, that's how you dress. Like, what the fuck? And that's what? I think her daughter's 3. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I saw this picture on Facebook. It was this girl, this little girl.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been more than 4, maybe 3. She had like biker shorts on, hair in a ponytail, crop top shirt on. It was crazy.
See, I feel as though certain things should be for kids, but then I also feel like there's a certain extent.
I feel like a kid should be a kid. A kid is not no grown-ass woman.
True.
You know what I'm saying? No makeup, no lashes.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You can do some press-on nails, nail polish. No. That's fine.
No press-ons.
No.
You don't get press-ons till you about 16.
Okay. All right.
I just feel as though you're forcing a child to grow up way too early. Like I look at this shit like my nieces and my little cousins, they go through at like 9, 10, 7 and younger or older. Let's say between 2 and 16. Not 2, talking age and 16. I see what they go through and like what they want and like the things they feel like should be given to them because of what their friends have. It's just like I didn't have that. Like I did have I had everything I fucking wanted, but it wasn't like I was pressured to do certain shit. Like we pressure women to be like, oh, this is what we deem as beautiful. So yeah, longer hair or makeup. And it's just like, oh, you have to have a fat ass. Like I feel like those type of pressures that we put on women is different from what the fuck it really is. So that becomes a problem. So when you're talking about, oh, kids should be kids, yeah, but you have to look at the times are different. Everything is social media.
Okay, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That part is fine. But when you come from and you say the times are different, everything is social media, that does not mean your child shouldn't be running around in heels, going out to parties, crop tops, no clothes.
But what age range are we talking about? That defines
ages are really weird because girls look drastically different at these certain ages compared to
men.
Back in the day. And even guys nowadays, like grown ass dude, he looked like a full-fledged man, and he was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, I definitely almost got
you know what I'm saying? So
twice.
Girls, and if you imagine girls, it's even worse. Fried chicken has been altered drastically. These girls are thick as fuck. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know if it's the gene pool. I don't know what's going on, but girls nowadays just looking like women. I mean, that shit is scary because they handing out charges left and right.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel as though I don't know. I just think we just need to look at people differently, and basically what we're going through. Not even what we're going through, what society has now deemed as acceptable. Because now people think, you see how Rihanna dresses when she's pregnant, so that's not going to stop the next bitch from doing that exact same shit. And I don't want to see your stomach. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It's not cute.
I have no issues with Rihanna, but I don't. You live in Baltimore, bitch. Nobody know you. Put your stomach in. Put your stomach in. Like the fuck.
Okay, so. All right, what's our next?
So after that, we were supposed to be talking about shit. Oh, the wage gaps between women and men, and if women just decide to get easier jobs.
Wage gaps. I feel like it's only specific to certain jobs. You know, certain jobs can be done universally between men and women,
but they don't get paid the same.
Okay.
If you want to be specific, if you look at NBA players and women basketball players.
Okay, they're both playing basketball, but when you look at the sport of basketball, we tune in and we're expecting to see the men play.
Not necessarily. Majority.
If you go to a party and you say put on the game, right? If you turn on that fucking TV
most people
and it's the women's game, they're gonna be like, I mean, okay, you can watch it, but people are gonna be like, yo, put on the game. What is this? Put on the game. They're talking about NBA, not WNBA.
But I feel so that is a problem.
The Ravens playing today? Right. Let's turn it on. You don't see no females running out there on the football field, right?
But then I also feel like the women's football league is different because that shit's just all ass and titties. That's all you see is ass and titties.
I've never seen it once. So I've never watched it one time. But that part is different. If you say, like I said, if you go to a party, turn on the game, turn the game on. You turn on that TV and you see these women running up and down the court, like, what is this? So that part is different.
Okay, so
a job like a computer technician, for example, these can be done men and women. It doesn't matter what gender you are,
right?
Race, whatever. These can be done between men and women. Yes, not all of them get paid equally. That's also goes into
experience also. Experience.
It's a lot of different factors. Experience, just the state of the company, how corrupt it is, white versus black, it's so many factors that relies on it. So anything can be said about that shit. So wage gaps, specifically, like I personally feel like there are, me, at least in my mind, I feel like there are more female doctors than there are male doctors now.
I don't. I feel like there's more men doctors, but I also feel like there's also a plethora of men nurses now.
I don't know. I feel like the nurse field has always been highly populated with women.
But now it's becoming men.
Really?
It's becoming men now. Men are becoming nurses, which I have no issues with it. I feel as though no career should be gender based.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there is an uncontrollably noticeable difference in wages when it comes to it, because even in my field, I can definitely tell where I would be on the spectrum. If I was to stay there long term.
Well, I know someone.
You know somebody.
I know someone, and she has been getting raise after promotion after.
What's the field?
This is the. What is this? I guess this would be considered what is grocery? What do you count that as?
That's retail.
Retail, right?
Yeah, that's retail.
Yeah. She's been getting promotion after promotion after raise after fucking raise. I think in this year alone, she has probably gotten 5 raises. And it is only April. Exactly. It is only April. And she's probably gotten 5 raises. Okay. So I really can't sit up here and say that it's that much of a crazy gap. And looks do mean a lot.
Okay, so this
looks do mean a lot.
Hold up, wait,
because this girl looks attractive. You know this person. You know this person.
Is she blow? I know this.
You know this person.
I can't even access on the air.
Nah, you just went out with her on. All
right, shut the fuck up. You're giving out too much information. You're giving out way too much information.
But listen,
But pause, because all right. So now, since I know this person, I feel like she does put in the work. And
she does.
Effort.
She does.
So that is
However,
different.
sex sells.
All right. So
sex
wait,
sells.
no, because I hate that phrase because I recently just was told that when I was working at the car dealership, the owner told one of the girls that, oh, he only hired her because she was pretty and sex sells, so he knew she was going to sell cars. I feel as though that is very sexist. That is a sexual harassment charge right fucking there.
Yeah, you can't tell somebody that's the case. But in the business world, that's what it is. There's no way around it. That's why pretty girls sit at the front desk. That's why the grungy men are always in the back lifting heavy shit. It is the state of the world. That's literally what Hooters is. Like, that's literally the company of Hooters. So you can't even, I feel like you can't even really sue about that. You can't even really call it sexual harassment.
It is, because everything you think doesn't have to be said.
If your concept is to sell something, you want you want the best presentation, the best presenter, the best salesperson up front center, right?
Okay, but you can be the best salesperson and you can sell me a fucking pile of rocks. That don't mean you cute as fuck.
But I sold it to you. Okay.
But are you cute as fuck?
I sold it to you.
You sold it to me, so why does your looks play a part in this?
You're far more easier to catch. I don't even think that's how you properly say that. It's far easier. Mm-hmm. It's far easier to catch the attention of someone who is attractive than someone that's ugly. If somebody ugly walked up to you and said, "Hey, can you buy my mixtape?" Would you even consider it? Now, granted, I don't buy nobody's fucking mixtape.
But you buy a mixtape still?
I don't buy anyone's fucking mixtape. But I damn sure know this ugly person, one eye up here and one eye down here, walked up to me and said, "Can I buy?" No, I won't. But this girl walked up to me. "Excuse me, would you please look into buying my mixtape, please?" Like, you know what? No, but I'll think about it. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? No.
You know, so it's all about presentation. You put the baddies up front so they catch all the attention, and then either the baddies pass them over to the real salespeople, so the
baddies are for play.
Listen,
baddies are for play.
There's ways businesses work.
Okay.
The ways businesses work.
Mm-hmm. This is why I don't work in retail.
There's certain, and this isn't just retail. This literally can be anything, though.
This is why I work.
You send the baddies out there, right, to go fish for the people, right?
So we fishing. Okay.
Listen. This is really how it is in some companies. Okay. You send the good ones out, they go fish for the people, right? Mm-hmm. They go grab the good ones, they bring them back, and then they close it with somebody else. These are big corporations that do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Them fine ass secretaries that be in them offices. You know, so this is how shit goes down sometimes. Now you really sure?
Wait, no, because the angle of the live went weird. Like you could always see like the top.
Oh, I see it.
Right. So I was like, what the fuck? So I had to fix it. Oh my god, that looked fucking.
That's funny.
Atrocious.
So that's how it is sometimes. It's sad. That's the world, but that's literally how it is. When I used to work at the movie theater, all the cute girls is at the
concession stand.
Either the concession stand or where the tickets were.
Okay.
Where you'll buy your tickets.
Okay.
Specifically at, like you said, the concession stands where you want to buy food, because everyone knows the movie theaters are high as fuck. Mm-hmm. They want you to buy a bunch of candy, and they want you to they want to sell the promotional card, like at the time it's called stubs. Some shit like that, like you.
They still do that shit.
Yeah. So they had the pretty people. Like, I'm not saying that's their job specifically, but we all know the people who brought in the highest numbers were all the bad bitches.
Okay,
They did not move them from that spot.
So if you want to be technical, right? Because I know a few people that work in retail, specifically like phone stores.
Okay.
Do they have the same gesture? Because
I feel like in that case it's different. I know in Walmart we have cell phone representatives.
Okay.
Right? The females always brought in more phones than the guys. Why? Because fellas just like talking to the women. The women listen to what they got to say. Hey, I want a new phone. I want to add a line, whatever. They get ready to put the line on. Then they just start talking. Oh, so what's your name? You new around here? How long you been doing this? Blah, blah, blah. And then, now she's pitching him stuff. Like, hey, you want to add this onto your plan? Or you want to buy another phone? You want to do this? And then what do? They do it. Because now that gives them a chance to keep talking and talking. Sex fucking sells. It sells. This isn't some sexist thing or some sort of misogynistic stick or whatever. This is some shit that's embedded in business. I feel like if you go into a business class, this topic is gonna come up.
I guess
whether it's ethical or not is a completely different story.
Ethical.
Whether it's ethical or not is a completely different story, but this is definitely a part of business, I guarantee.
So do you feel like women seek out jobs like this or obtain easier jobs?
No. I feel like women just want to work just like everybody else. Everybody just wants to make money. But once you start working under somebody, they get to choose what to do with you.
Yeah.
I'm the quarterback. I get to choose who I pass the ball to.
And I get to pass.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't think it's really a hard concept to really
grasp.
It's just, it is what it is.
I think it's just the viewpoints. Because, I can see both sides, figuring that I've been on both sides. Where I've been, I guess, the pretty girl that brings in the more money.
Most shit, yeah.
Or where I've been the most experienced or the one with the education part of the job, but you pay me less. Okay. Because I'm a female. And this is I'm the only female in this building, and it's a building. Prime example, my job now. I'm basically the only female, and I'm the only female of color.
And you have to work harder than everybody else.
I have to work harder than everybody else, and it becomes difficult when you are the only woman and you're supposed to wear. I've been told my scrubs are very.
I saw.
Are very.
Provocative.
Distracting. To who? To fucking who?
It's because you're thick and you're short and you don't wear a uniform. You don't wear a uniform, right?
No, so I do. I have to wear scrubs. Okay. I have to wear the pants and the shirt. But now I have a company ordered shirt because my scrubs are distracting.
Wow.
So now I've been told,
I wonder who's been complaining about that.
But then I've also have this whole issue where, you have to wear something over your nipple rings because I can see your nipple rings through your shirt. Why the fuck are you looking that hard?
Damn, like you're not doing your job. It's like you all over here.
Y'all worried about the wrong shit. Y'all really are worried about the wrong shit. My nipple rings are not hurting you. But who said today I wanted to wear a bra? I have on a sports bra for a reason. And I have on an undershirt underneath my shirt. Why are you still fucking with me? Why are you still fucking with me? So, yes, it is harder for some women in certain fields to get to that point. Apparently, my education doesn't matter. My experience doesn't matter. But my appearance does. So, that's a problem.
It shouldn't be like that.
But I feel like that's a problem for a lot of women. We go through this because this is apparently a male-dominated world. So, we have to conform to what the fuck y'all want.
But that's the thing. I mean, I will always think when, as far as it comes to work, it'll always be male dominated. Any form of work.
But if you think about it, it comes back from our grandparents, our great grandparents' age, where women were just supposed to stay home and take care of the kids. The man was supposed to go to work every day. Right. So now that women want their fair share of what the fuck they want to work, they want to be educated. Some people are still in that mindset you're supposed to be home taking care of kids. I've had somebody ask me that. I've
never thought like that. I've never said or thought the mindset this woman shouldn't be working. She's supposed to be home taking. I never thought that because I'm not fully sitting at home doing nothing.
But see, I've been asked
never
questions
repped
like that, and I hate when men approach me like that. Like, don't you want a nice husband to take care
But that's
of you?
but and here's the crazy part, right? I'm about to flip this whole thing on his head. Mm-hmm. The whole a woman doesn't have to sit home and just take care of kids. She wants to be just like everybody else. She wants to be able to make her own money and do this and do that.
Right.
These are the same women who, when they find a sugar daddy or find a nigga, they want to be taken care of. They don't want to be out doing anything anymore. They just want to be taken care of, right?
Hold up, right?
So what is your mind now? Because you want to work, you want to make money, you want to be treated fair, but once you get yourself a man, you don't want to do shit no more.
All right, so you're talking about once you get a man. Okay, cool. I thought we were talking about the bitch that just want to sugar daddy but still want to go to work. All right, hold up. Okay, cool.
Regardless, if anyone's willing to treat you, you just want to be treated. You don't want to be doing anything anymore. That's
okay. Pause, because I work every day.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in relationships and I still go to work. I don't expect nobody to do shit for me.
Right.
But there are times when like just working becomes draining and you're just like, yo, I want somebody to pick up the slack. Like now, I be joking like, yo, if I quit my job today, you want to take care of me? Like,
that's funny.
Can I stay home? Can I be a housewife? Like, I want to be a dog mom. Like, that's all I want to do. I just want to get degrees and then just take care of the dogs. Like, I want to do shit else. Fucking working is hard. Getting up in the morning, dealing with other people, all that shit is hard. I don't wanna do it.
Yeah.
But as far as like wanting somebody, I do understand the standpoint of bitches that want somebody to take care of them and don't want to do anything else. That's a problem for me. I have a big issue with that. Like, bitch, why can't you do for yourself? Why aren't you independent? Like, who the fuck raised you?
Right.
But on the flip side of that, that's what we were always told as women. Like, you should want somebody that's going to do this, and this so that you don't have to. Or a perfect man or a man that's for you is going to take care of the household or you. And your money is just going to be on what you need to spend it on. Now, I'm different. I don't think like that. I feel as though I need to take care of myself. I will never ask you for shit. So don't expect me to do shit.
Right.
But I'm going to do it regardless. But don't expect it. And I'm not going to expect you to do shit for me. Because anything that I want from you or I'm expecting from you, I can do myself.
And that's a good mindset to have.
Right. Some people don't think like that.
But like, you get yourself a man and he be like, hold out your hand. Sit out a stack of 25,000 in your hand. See, you gonna feel like, oh, I don't gotta really do shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of females' mindsets are. Like, they get themselves a dude who they specifically want a dude who has money, so they don't have to do shit anymore. See, I'm not even on the you have to have money. You just have to have something going for yourself. Yeah. I know what I want and where I want to be in life, and I'm not taking care of no grown ass man. So if I have goals and ambitions, you should too. So we both have to bring something to the table. It can't be, for instance, you're a construction worker and now I just sit at fucking home. That's a problem. Yeah. It can't be I'm a doctor and now you sitting at home playing the fucking game all day. Nope, that's a problem. Like, we both have to have some type of job so that it does remain stable. Because I feel as though when one person is more stable than the other, that creates another layer of issues. That creates another layer of problems. Somebody is unhappy. Someone is feeling like they're being taken advantage of. Right. And that's not right. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to turn this air off. Not the air. I'm about to take a quick intermission. We're back. Okay. Where did we leave off? Fair share. I feel like it has to be equal opportunity. Everything should be equal opportunity, but you just have to get it. You have to be willing to go out there and get it. I'm a short bitch. If you ain't willing to get it, ain't nothing we can do for you. Oh, my shoulders are my ass. They are. See, this is the thing men don't know about females. Like, when you have on clothes, certain things rise. So, like, a skirt, a dress, that shit rise. Even shorts. Like, all right, so I'm short. I got thick-ass thighs. So, my shorts be riding. And that's what was happening while I was sitting down. That's why I keep moving. Because these shorts is riding my ass. This shit hurts. Getting swallowed up. This shit hurts. It's getting swallowed up. Thick thighs do not save lives. They be irritating the fuck out of me. They destroy them. So, They be irritating the fuck out of me. But yeah, everyone should have equal opportunity, and you just gotta be willing to get out there and get it.
But see, I think that's the problem with a lot of people. All right, so there was this whole conversation thing that was started. It was like, what was it? Basically, like we have enough lash techs, nail techs, but we don't have that many doctors. We have enough rappers. We have enough like football players, basketball players, but we don't have scientists. We don't have doctors.
Well, all of that stuff isn't needed. You don't need football players. You don't need rappers.
No,
You don't need any of that shit.
you don't.
An actual job. Yeah, doctor.
But see, that's what I feel like a lot of people lack. A lot of people lack the desire to actually, I mean, I won't say
do
that.
something that's meaningful.
I mean, I won't say that because I feel like everything that someone does is meaningful. I just feel like everybody is chasing the same dream.
I feel like an artist isn't a meaningful occupation. If my job is to grab a can of paint and splatter it on the fucking walls, and you pay me for it, I feel like I'm not doing anything meaningful. I'm just doing some shit and getting money for it. It's not meaningful.
I mean,
picking up fucking trash over the side of the road is more meaningful than a fucking artist. I mean, to me it is.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm one of those people where I'm just like, okay, I get it. As society changes, yes, women are getting their lashes done. Yes, we're getting our nails done. Yes, we're hairstylists, barbers. I get that part. Tattoo artists, I get that. But we can't have 7 billion people in this world and 6 billion of them do fucking lashes, hair, and fucking nails. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's because it's so desired in whatever community. You know?
If you look at how much they're charging for this shit, like, fuck no.
And that's also a problem too. And it's crazy because people charge what the prices that they want, right? Mm-hmm. And then those same people also will make statements saying you cannot get mad at the prices that I charge for my stuff.
Right.
But if your quality isn't there, it's not there. But at the same time, you're right. It is your price. You can set your price to whatever it is. You don't have to pay for it.
See, all right, I'm on both sides of that because I get that with like my huskies. Like, oh, why the fuck am I paying $1,500 for a puppy? One, I gotta keep this fucking litter alive. 2, it's purebred. 3, they're champion bloodline. So you're gonna pay a pretty penny. I paid $3,000 for mine. You're gonna pay something for a puppy. Mm-hmm. I'm not about to give you a puppy for $200. The fuck do I look like?
I never knew how much animals cost.
Dogs are expensive. Dogs are pretty expensive.
I have no idea, like, what if someone would just throw out some numbers. I have no idea what's supposed to be reasonable or outrageous.
See, I feel as though when it comes to, let's say, we'll do something. I'm trying to think of something that you could relate to because you're not a female, so you don't really care about hair. All right, prime example. I'm a female.
Haircuts.
No, okay. I do my lashes. Okay, cool. I've been looking into supporting someone's business for lashes. Bitch, I'm not paying you $200 for no fucking lashes. I gotta come to you every fucking 2 to 4 fucking. Bitch, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
The fuck?
That's a lot of money.
Are these shits gonna fix themselves when they fuck up? No, I'll worry. I'll buy a strip and put them on myself. But then it bothers me when people also have this thing where they're like, oh, if you're 10 to 15 minutes late, I'm going to charge you the whole fucking service fee, and then you're also banned from booking again. But bitch, do I get half off when you're fucking late? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah.
Like, it can't be if I'm late, I'm wasting your time, and then you're going to charge me, but when you're late and you're wasting my time, it's supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to just sit here and be like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, I feel as though, I don't know, I feel like people are really overcharging for a lot of shit.
It is very true. It is very true. Yeah, I don't know, because it's just like, it's your price. If you choose to pay it, then you choose to pay it.
But the experience has to be there. The customer service has to be there. Like, the girl now who does my nails, I am willing to pay the $200 and something that I pay every, 2 to 3 weeks to get my nails done because the customer service is there.
But I feel like that all depends, too, because if I tell you that my price is $50 and I make your nails look like they worth $1,000, it don't matter that I got dogs running all over my fucking place. It don't matter that I got trash all over the fucking floor. If I make your nails look like money,
it matters to me.
It matters to you, but you're getting $50 nails for some shit that look like Beyonce could use during the fucking Oscars or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel as
It
though
really doesn't matter. Your price is your price. If you choose to do it, then you choose to do it. People fucking complain about fast food, right?
But it also depends on the customer service. So you
Gas, everything.
But
you complain about the gas price, like the gas at the Sunoco is so fucking high, but you're choosing to go to that gas station.
Okay, cool. Hear me out, right?
You know?
I am very limited with gas stations. I have a diesel car. So I have to complain because nowhere else is going to have my gas.
Okay.
I could drive to the fucking Exxon and pay the $5. I'm going to have to. Because the one across the street only got fucking regular premium. So I'm like, what the fuck? I can't put premium in my car. So I'm stuck with the $5. But what was your other point? Shit, I fucking hate when I do that shit. Hold up. Gas prices.
I'm saying gas, the nails.
I mean, nails are one of those things that they are a luxury. They're not a necessity.
But whatever, in anything. Like,
oh, you said fast food. That's
fast food.
I feel so it's the customer service. That's what I was getting to.
It doesn't matter.
It does. Because you don't hear people complaining about ChickfilA. ChickfilA gives wonderful
Fuck ChickfilA.
Wonderful customer service.
Fuck ChickfilA.
What is it? Fuck ChickfilA.
ChickfilA is terrible.
What? The food or the customer service?
It doesn't matter. The customer service, it's all fake. It's all fake. Once you get out that fucking line, they're like,
fuck that bitch.
Yeah. So it's like, fuck that shit. No one gives a fuck about Chick-fil-A. I hate Chick-fil-A, dude. I hate it. Y'all charge me an arm and a leg for all this fucking money.
Apparently my phone has died, so the live has ended.
It's okay. It was supposed to end at 45 minutes anyway, so it's cool.
I guess we're good.
But you sit and you complain. You sit and you charge these outrageous ass prices. And then... oh, does that mean the live saved? Did it save?
I don't know.
It probably didn't fucking save.
Yeah, charger. We can find out real quick.
My charger's all the way upstairs and I get it. But
I'll see. Well, you got the password, so we can check it later.
You got these outrageous ass prices, and there's just no way. Okay. Let me get back on track. Chick-fil-A, outrageous ass prices for a little bit of fucking food, and the idea is what? That it's healthier, so that's why you're charging me more. We don't know what the fuck is going on, but just like any company that claims that their food is fresh and not frozen, and the cows are grass fed and the chickens are free range and all this other stuff.
I feel so specifically with Chick-fil-A, you're paying for the experience. You're not paying for the food.
I don't give a single fuck about the experience. I'm here to eat. I'm here to get my food and leave.
But see, that's the thing. Some people
don't even sit inside.
That's the thing.
So what experience?
Some
the
people
experience
do.
in the drive-through.
But see, this is my thing. When I go to Chick-fil-A, I know I'm going to be greeted with some sort of respect. You're going to tell me have a great day, like XYZ.
Do you give a fuck about that?
Bitch, yes. Tell me I'm pretty today. What the fuck?
Because you don't get told that by every other dude who sees you walking down the
I'll
fucking
get
street.
told that at McDonald's. So no, I'm not going to McDonald's.
So them telling you have a great day, you're gonna be like, you know what? I will have a great. No,
well, McDonald's give you an attitude when you ask for extra sauce.
I don't give a fuck though.
See, I give a fuck, bitch. I want the extra sauce. I got 20 nuggets.
No,
why the fuck is she gonna give me one dipping sauce?
I understand.
Get the fuck out of here.
I understand that frustration. But when they be like, "Have a good day" or "My pleasure," you really think I care? Like, oh. You know what? Okay, like you don't even tip them, so it's like
I tip them.
So what do you tip them?
What do you mean? I always tip when I go out. Well,
at Chick-fil-A,
I give them if they give me great customer service. I give them at least like it depends. If I had a good experience from the whole experience, I give them at least 10 or 20.
How?
What do you mean? I give them cash.
After you pay them,
when they give me the bag, I
pass back some money.
Here you go.
You're fucking crazy.
Have a great day.
I'm
gonna have a great day because you're great to me. You're super nice to me.
Don't let this girl have my wallet, man, because that shit is crazy.
Not have my wallet.
Because
ew, that's an ugly frame.
Clearly, she just wasted.
Is that just the one?
No, it's not. Clearly, she just wasted some fucking money. Nah, it's done.
Oh,
it's just catching up. That's a waste of fucking money. Anyway.
But, aside from that.
We had some topics from, what was some topics that TJ was bringing up?
TJ asked 2 of the 3. Damn, we released the names? I thought this was shit was anonymous.
Well, you wouldn't know who the fuck I was talking about. So.
Do we like the new, what is it called? The D&D for the iPhone? I feel as though I don't hear shit. I don't get shit.
My D&D is completely random. It turns on sometimes. It turns off sometimes. I know for a fact when it hits 10 o'clock, it always turns on.
But see, my thing is with my D&D, I have like, so it's called focus now. So I have different focuses for different things. Like when I don't want to be bothered, I also have D&D. I have things like when I'm with the dogs and I really don't want to give a fuck about your phone calls. I have that. So I feel like there's different levels, but I definitely fuck with the new D&D. I just feel as though, bitch, just give me a chirp. Or a notification on the screen to let me know somebody.
Chirp. What's the point of a D&D?
Hold up, because hear me out, bro.
Give me a chirp.
Sometimes I do forget my phone is on D&D. Like, even now, my phone has been on D&D for like the past, 2-3 weeks? So I be forgetting my phone be on D&D. So I be at work like, damn, don't nobody love me? Like, it's 10 o'clock. I know somebody up. Dylan might have texted me this morning. Yeah. Like, I know somebody has hit my line. And I don't get nothing. So I have to actually go on my phone and be like, oh shit, like I actually got a text. Well, that's what happened when like you just asked me about the whole did I get your text before I'm on my way? Uh-huh. No, I didn't, because my phone did not notify me that you texted me.
Okay, so look, I don't know if sometimes you noticed, and it happens at completely random, but like sometimes your phone just be like, dude. Yeah. You know, and then you go through and there's nothing. What the fuck is that? I feel like that whatever feature that is, that needs to be the feature to let you know that your phone is on D&D. Sure. After a certain amount of time, at least. Yeah. Like if your phone is on D&D and you haven't unlocked it, opened it, or whatever in a while, it should do that. Just like a little reminder that, all right, look, your phone's on D&D now.
I mean...
But like a chirp, like that defeats the purpose of the D&D.
I say like, give me a little chirp to be like, all right.
Oh, that's my do not disturb, letting me know that my phone's on do not disturb. So
it's not even that. Or just be like a little chirp to be like, all right, your phone been on D&D for like 5 hours. You have 75 missed text messages or 75 notifications. I'm okay with that. Give me a chirp. Give me an update throughout the motherfucking day. Bitch, don't just have my fucking phone on silent forever. Like,
okay, yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Because now I'm going to feel like my phone been dead all fucking day because the bitch ain't go off.
And y'all the first people to talk about your phone dry. Y'all the first girls. Go ahead. Say what? It. First girls talk about something. My phone's been dry all day. Nobody's been texting me.
I don't say that because I know my hotline do be blinging. But
I know how I
mean, I just feel as though I don't text people back, and you know that because you get messages something about I don't respond. But I personally feel as though some females' phone do be dry, and some females just be looking for something to say so somebody can hit them up. As you see, I never be like, yo, my phone is dry. Who want to text? I never say that. Because then I gotta give out my number. Nobody actually gotta give effort to the conversation.
Don't even complain about giving out your number because you have no problem giving out your number.
I don't.
Exactly. So
I gave it out one live.
You have no problem giving out your number.
I gave it out one live.
So I don't even want to fucking hear that shit.
I gave it out one live. But I mean, all right, pause. When you say I have no issues with giving out my number, let's verify this. I have issues with giving out my number when I'm in a relationship. I do have issues with that. I have no issues with giving out my number to just like friends or family. There are some people that just recently got my number and we've been cool or friends for a while. I just never felt the need to like really talk to them on a personal level. I'll deal with you when I see you. But now at this age in my life, I feel as though I need to start being a more active friend to other people. Because I feel like everybody sees me with the same, 3-4 friends? So I feel as though like I have other friends. And when those other friends do come around, they feel as though like I hide them or I don't spend as much time with them or I don't care about them as much as I care about like you, Bree, and like Morgan and Mariah. Mm-hmm. They feel as though like, oh, I'm hidden. Like you only want to hang out with me when your other friends are unavailable. And I'm just like, it's not that. You just live too fucking far. Like
that shit.
It would be something different if you lived within a 20-minute drive from me. You live 3, 4, 5 hours away. I'm not
far as fuck.
I'm not doing that. Or you live in a whole nother state. Or you're in a whole nother county. Like,
I can't lie, I don't got no friends in other states.
I do. I have a couple friends in other states. And it's just like, that's why I sometimes do drive to Virginia. I do drive to Delaware. I do drive to Philly. I drive to Jersey. Drive to New York. Drive to Connecticut. Because I do have friends and family in those areas. But I'm not going to take that drive every 2 days. Every week, every 3 weeks. That has to be a planned trip, especially Connecticut and New York. That's far as fuck. Well, it's kind of not, but it's far as fuck if you're looking at hours. It's like, 4 to 8 hours in the car? Constant? Like, no. But say like you live 20 minutes away. Bree lives an hour away, but we meet in the middle. Or I'll go out to her one day and she'll come out to me the next. And it's just like those things we take turns with. But if I have to constantly put in the effort and drive to you because you don't drive, oh, that's a problem. Bitch, we ain't gonna never be friends. We ain't gonna never see each other. Ever.
Damn.
Ever. I'm sorry.
We keep moving forward with life. Anytime distance is involved, the shit turns to trash.
What, long distance relationships?
Distance at all. If this person isn't in a close proximity to you, it's gonna complicate things no matter what.
I mean,
I've never had a smooth. Well, my very first relationship scarred me from distance.
But see, that's the thing. If you want to be technically, I'm in a long distance. We live in the same state, but he lives 2 hours away.
Look how it happened.
Ooh, what we talking about?
And look how it happened.
Look how what happened.
But seriously.
Look how what happened.
Look how it happened.
What you mean?
The distance.
What about it?
Look what happened with the distance. It deteriorated. It made everything worse.
How so?
If he was down the street from you would not be having any of these problems.
What problem? Are we talking about the whole...
Anything.
Why part one was a shit show?
Anything at all.
I feel as though
distance fucks up shit.
I've
never had out of all of my years of being on this planet, I've never had a friend that ever told me I'm in love with this girl and she lives over 60 minutes away and we are peachy fine.
But see, all right, so hear me out.
Never.
Hear me out. My situation had nothing to do with distance.
But distance was a great variable in what deteriorated your situation.
Not for me. Not for him.
Really?
Not for me. The distance, I didn't mind taking that drive. He didn't mind taking that drive when he was able to. The drive wasn't the problem. It was just outside factors that became a problem. So,
but the outside factors complicated things even further because you knew it was always that 2-hour time difference to get to the person in order to...
All right, we're not going to speak in code. Just say what the fuck you gotta say. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, just say what you gotta say. Like, okay, cool.
He lived 2 hours away.
Yes.
Right? He was having problems with exes, right?
His exes were harassing me when they found out he moved on. Yes.
Exactly. So if you wanted to go all Scooby Doo and play catch a ex,
who are you?
You couldn't really do it because you had a 2-hour time difference before you would get there.
Not even necessarily true because I don't even have to let you know that I'm on my way. You don't have my location.
It doesn't matter.
So I can just pull up.
You know that there's going to be a 2-hour time difference between any point in time before anything happens. So whatever you got to do, it has to be done in less than 2 hours.
But not even that. Okay, so if we're going based off that, right? My best friend lives closer. She has no issues with doing a drive-by. So, I mean, you're really not saying anything. I don't have an issue with his exes being closer to him because he lives out that way. He always lived out that way. So that's not an issue for me. I personally have an issue with your exes feeling like it's okay to harass me on various social media sites.
Right. And that's not
I
okay.
feel as though that's what deteriorated our situation or made it rocky or put us on bad terms. The fact that your exes think it's okay to act this way and they're older than me. Like, that's the problem. Not the distance. The distance kind of plays a factor because you can't really do too much with that because, okay, I gotta be working at 2 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. If I get out there, it's already, 12, 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I like to be on my bed by 7 so I can get enough sleep for work.
Right.
If I leave his house at 5, I'm getting to my house at 8. Depending on traffic.
And then also how long you can actually stay there and then make it back home.
Right.
Right. Distance is a factor.
But that doesn't...
It's critical.
It doesn't play a part in how we feel about each other or how the relationship goes. I have no issues with doing it. He has no issues with making that drive down here. The only issue that...
I feel like Okay, all right. So let me say this. The second factor is what? The fact that he was locked in.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, he was locked in.
The fact that he was locked in, so he couldn't go anywhere. So I guess even with that made it even, I'm not going to say better, but that and gave you more reassurance because you know that he couldn't move anywhere.
Are we talking about, like, security-wise? Like, as far as, like, being...
No, like you were reassured, like
that he wasn't cheating. Is that what we're talking about?
I guess technically. Okay,
but we're talking about the cheating thing. Okay.
Technically, but it reassured you that he couldn't be anywhere else besides his house because he was locked in.
Okay.
Right? But if he was free to roam around and do whatever he want, I feel like that 2-hour difference would play a factor, would it not? Or your trust levels will be
okay. So this is my
shaky.
thing. I have no issues with trusting anybody. My problem is when you give me something or when you display a trait to make me question you, then it becomes a problem.
Okay.
Now I have to get my shit together and be like, yo, is everything you saying to me a lie? Granted, before his exes became a problem, when he was roaming the streets and we were just talking and having conversation, I had no issues with that.
Okay.
But when his exes became a problem and bitches decided they wanted to harass me on social media or sit here and try to bash me or make me feel less than, then yeah, I became an issue because what the fuck are you doing behind my back? And then it's just like, I'm not going to say I don't trust my dude. I'm not going to say that. It's not that I don't trust my dude. I just don't like the situation that we are in. And I feel as though as my significant other, you should do a better job at protecting me than trying to protect your image. Get the fuck out of here. Trying to protect your image. I understand your character and your reputation is on the line based off what the fuck these females are putting out there, but I also feel like as my significant other, you have a duty to me to make sure that I'm good and bitches don't feel like they can play in my face.
Right.
But now you feel as though you can't say nothing because you don't want the back and forth. You can't really do the social media because you have other things going on. So you're trying to keep it as hush as possible. But these bitches don't get that. And then when I get rowdy, it's you ain't even had to do all that. Yes, the fuck I do, because they're not going to play in my face.
Right.
And if I continue to let this shit slide, like I did with the first situation, I felt like the shit slide, it's going to come back again. And you're not going to keep playing with me. Because, bitch, like I said, if you're feeling froggy, you can leave.
Right. We got to get that on the shirt. That's like your favorite.
It is.
Go-to line. That is your go-to line.
If you're feeling froggy, you can leave. But when you leave, just make sure you beat my ass.
Please. Not please, but, you know.
Make sure you beat my ass, because if I beat your ass, I'm going to feel mad that you fucking leave. Like, this was a waste of my time and effort.
If you're going to swing on me, you better not miss.
You better hope I die.
I promise you I will.
Hope I don't see you out in the street. I think that's really weird that females be seeing me outside on the street.
I think that's a common thing, though.
Hold up, hear me out. You got all this mouth on social media, on Twitter. But when you see me out in public, it's like, oh, you could have hashed this when we was out at the store and I saw you. Bitch, did you speak to me? No? Oh, you ain't want the problem.
I don't know what it is about females always catching other females outside of, I don't know, just out in the real world. I never really encountered, I don't have people might have problems with me. I don't have any problems with anybody because I'm doing me and you should be doing you. But I never really had a altercation or a situation with somebody and then actually seeing them out in public. I don't know where people go to. I don't know where y'all just end up at, just happen to be in the same area or in the same location.
I was going to get food, and you just happened to be at the restaurant.
See, that's close.
But see, no, because this is my thing. I drove to a whole nother county. I never knew you lived in that area.
I never once had a problem with somebody and then went and actually saw the person.
But it's not like I'm looking for this person.
Yeah. You're not looking for him, but like even then, I still never just ended up being in the same
I've encountered that on some different occasions. But you hadn't even really say that, because I've been in situations, excuse me, with a previous ex, and what the fuck, excuse me. I would see him out in public and we would have confrontation, or he decided he wanted to act rowdy or be stupid. And same shit with his girl. Like, she felt like she had something to approach me on, but I never had an issue with either one of them. My issue was always with my ex. So I said something to my ex and I told him to correct it. He ain't corrected, so I no longer had an issue, but you have an issue with me for what? And that's how I feel like I carry a lot of situations. Like, when it comes to like my dude or my ex and their girlfriends or their ex, I have no issues with you. I have no beef with you. Mm-hmm. You have issues and beef with me for what? With my nigga, I didn't even know you bitches was his ex. I didn't know you from a can of fucking paint. but you're now making it a problem with me. You want it to be known that you know my nigga or you know my ex. But why does that matter? If you're his ex and you don't care, why are you beefing so hard with me? Why you have so much of an issue? But then you want to be like, oh, I don't have an issue with you. I don't have any problems. But then you tell everybody in the fucking world that you got a problem.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't like that shit either.
Don't play the 50 with me.
Let's just say people are fake in this world and they're not willing to solve the problems where they need to be solved at.
That is a problem. But I feel as though I'm one of those people where I'm very easy to talk to.
Let my man get his cake, man.
We back to that.
Let my man eat his cake, man.
We back to that. We're really going here with it. He can eat his cake.
Let my man eat his cake, man.
He can eat his cake. I have no issues with him eating cake. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm confused.
All right, y'all. This is all the time that we got for today. God damn, it's been weeks that we're trying to get this episode 2. It almost blows my mind that this is still episode 2.
Literally, because we did 3 takes for it. This is literally episode 2, part 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daily Dose of Toxic. I hope all of you have an amazing morning, evening, afternoon.
You know, it is what?
Yeah, but anyone can be watching this at any time. So, duh. This is what I'm talking about.
Look, I am a blonde at heart. Damn, what the fuck was that? What the fuck is that hurt? I'm a blonde at heart.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first.